Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I'm going to be offering a different perspective about business right now. We keep hearing things, or I keep hearing things, and you probably feel similar around the market's really tough, or AI is taking over, or I'm not sure what to post today because it just feels like I'm speaking to a void. We are inundated with people around us who have a default to be negative. And so I'm going to spend the rest of this episode talking to you about how you stop waiting, shift the perspective and the mindset that you have right now in business, and start moving so you get clients. Because at the end of the day, we need clients in our business so we can make sales and make money to be able to run a business. We need that cash flow. We need that ability to not feel stressed in our business, because then we'll make poor decisions. So I'm going to give some real talk. I'm going to be open and honest about a few things, but I will leave you with actions to take away. So it's really short and sweet and punchy as an action-based episode, because action is what we're here for. And just on that, I really want you to think around your plan you've got for this week. Are you starting Monday morning winging it? Are you getting to your desk and thinking about, what do I start right now? What content should I post today? But that's the poorest way you can start a day, a week, and it will not fuel you to get the best out of your day. Fuel you, you know what I mean? Now, if you're listening to this live, we are Monday, the 19th of May. So I'm going to keep it really topical. And if you're listening back to this, then you need to just think around, what does this mean to where I'm at today? Okay, because it can be beneficial to any of us at any point in time. Now, that means there are 13 days left in May. And you will either be sitting on a very strong May so far, sales wise, or you'll be the polar opposite and you'll be thinking, where is my next client coming from? Why is this so hard? And I don't know what to do next. The reality is that you have time this month to have an incredible May. There are people still buying. There is an abundant flow of money still going around as well. As much as I hate that word, it's often relevant around money mindset and money. And therefore, it's down to us about how we see things. Now, this is going to sting potentially what I say, but I want to always bring things with love and empathy as much as I can, in that we need to hear the tough things at times. We need to be called out. We need to be held accountable, because it's then that we're going to actually go, actually, I can do this. I need to do this. Yes, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm going to go there. And if you're blaming the algorithm, the audience, or even people in the industry or whatever, because things aren't moving forward, then this is for you, because it's time that you stop rating and actually make the change you need to bring change. So this is about breaking the habits, taking the courage, and ultimately probably getting uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, or getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Now, if you rock up to any of these episodes as well, nothing's perfect polished, because that's not how I roll. I want to just get things out there, get you thinking, and get you taking action, because it's from when you take action, you get results. Thinking about how you're going to do it and not actually doing it is not going to do that. So the first part is to question here about, why are you still waiting? So as I just said, you can blame the algorithm, you can blame the audience, you can blame the industry, but you won't often blame yourself and take accountability in a way that you need to. It's so much easier to blame all the other external factors. But as I just said, inaction is still a decision. And as entrepreneurs, we're not supposed to have all the answers. We're not supposed to know always what to do next or what will work. We have to test so much. Yet so many of us are waiting for that time, that thing, to go viral, to get loads of clients in. Like, it is not going to happen unless you take the action. The clarity comes through taking action. So I want you to think around this. If it fails, it fails, but it gives you data. That's feedback, and that's not failure. That is so important. So I want you right now, especially if you're listening to this with pen and paper near you or on your laptop, if you're listening to the car, I just want you to make a mental note of this, like the three key things that you'll take from this podcast episode today. What have you been waiting on that you could decide on today? I'll repeat that. What have you been waiting on that you could decide on today? I'm sitting here right now because I've just come off of a mindset call that started at 6 a.m. in the morning on a Monday with my mentor, in a mastermind I'm in, because I want to take different action, get different results. I'm tired of getting the same results. So I know that's down to me for something to change. So I decided to come on and do this podcast right now, because that's something I committed to. I committed to creating more than I just consume. I've committed to wanting to help more people, and that starts with today. Starts with now. The same as it does for you. So final point, because repetition of messaging is so important. What have you been waiting on that you could decide on today? Part two is I really want you to focus on building that muscle. Commit to doing that one thing uncomfortable every single day. Whether it's your sales, it's visibility, it's offer. It's like a muscle in a gym. You have to work it and work it and work it to get it to where you want to be, to get it to be better, to get it be stronger. You don't have to do the gym every single day all at the same time and do the same thing over and over. You can choose to do different workouts across the week. You can work different muscles. So I want you to think today, what is that muscle in your business that you need to work? Is it that sales needs the focus? Is it visibility needs more focus? Is it that you haven't been showing up live and you need to be getting out there, showing your voice? If you're enjoying this episode and want to simplify your business while making it work for you on your terms, my mastermind could be exactly what you need. It's designed to help you refine your messaging, streamline your strategy, and accelerate growth, all while aligning with your vision. If you're ready to stop overcomplicating things and build a business that truly works for you, DM the word podcast across social platforms to learn more. Now, let's jump back into today's episode. I want you to then do the same and think around this with how you're doing lead gen and client acquisition, because they are things we have to consistently do over and over and over to build. Yet we approach them like they're the last thing in our business that we need to do. So you need to create that daily edge. You need to pitch to that person, post that bold idea, launch that offer, go live. You need to really treat client acquisition like the gym. Reps matter more than the intensity of it. So it's about like, this is where the idea of the or of averages come from, and it's a numbers game. In order to get more clients, you need to talk to more people. It's that simple. So how many people are you going to talk to today? The third part around this is I want you to focus on always being the student. So if you haven't been in this mindset for a while, I want you to go outside of your industry and I want you to create more than you consume this week. So if you're not posting every single day, why aren't you posting every single day? You know that more people need to see you. You know that you hear about it's noisy. That's not going to change. That's the reality for where we are. So how do you encompass that and embrace that and just focus on, well, how do I get visible? How do I get in front of my customer more? What are the things I need to do? Innovation happens at the edge of what's known. So we need to be out there. We need to be looking at other people doing different things or maybe doing the same thing in our industry, but why are they choosing to do it that way? It isn't about copying, but it's about modeling. How do they hold people's attention? How do they build loyalty? How do they spark that connection? It's the idea of like stealing like an artist. And it was a book I read a while ago. He's got a 3-part series. And it's about spotting the content that's working, then putting your own spin on it, your own voice, your own message, and your own twist. And to be quite frank, I'm stealing like an artist right now from my mentor. What works? Then make it your own. So look at that, go and test things, see what works, what doesn't work. But it's not just enough to just keep copying everybody all the time. And you are doing that right now, I guarantee it. So if you saw someone that did a hot post that kind of blew up or got loads of engagement, why did it? Go and see how could you mirror that and do the same thing, put your own style on it and weave your own story into it and get your own message across into it and see what it does for you. Learn something new. Part 4, I really want you to celebrate all the wins. When people come into the mastermind, every single week we're celebrating wins. We're even doing it in my membership. I want you to really get focusing on what is working well for you. I want you to be proud of things that you're doing because this game of entrepreneurship is hard. People leave the business they're in or someone they're working for to start their own business and they think that freedom is the result straight away. That comes at a cost. It comes at sacrifice. It comes at time given to things. It comes at early starts, late evenings. It comes at being uncomfortable, not knowing what to do next, not having all the answers, not knowing who to go to, feeling lonely. All of those things are what actually comes with entrepreneurship, not just the nice side that you see. So I want you to really think around in this tough game that we can be in. Like I always say, business is complicated. Sorry, not complicated, it's simple, but it doesn't mean it's not hard. It is hard at times. So how do we help ourselves? You need to focus on everything that wins well, how you showed up, how you led, and how you pivoted. So I want you to write down 3 things that you're proud of last week. 3 things that went so well for you that you didn't expect to. How do you double down on that energy? Because finally, this is all about your mindset. We can give you all the strategies, the tools, the tactics in the world, right? That's what we do in a mastermind all the single time. But the reality is the reason I focus on mindset with them every single month is because your mindset is key. It's 90, probably 99% of this game. So if you're not approaching your business with a can-do attitude every single day, you're going to struggle. You're going to find it hard. So I want you to take one uncomfortable thing today and go and do it. Stop putting it in a diary or putting it off to the next day. That's procrastination. Stop saying, oh, I'll do it when. I want you to do it right now. Growth doesn't come from waiting. It comes from choosing to move, even when it's messy, imperfect, or terrifying. That is what you have to do. You have to feel uncomfortable. That's the path to success. And I said, it's not failure if you're learning, if you're adapting, if you're trying new things, if you're seeing what works and doesn't work. I see the failure as not giving it a go. I can accept failure, but I can't accept people not trying. All right, now I want you to go and create. I want you to go pitch, go share that thing. You don't need more clarity right now. You need more courage. You are waiting for the next thing when actually you just need to start now. So here's that quick checklist. Go do that one uncomfortable thing today. I want you to really think around your mindset. I want you to really think about the wins this month so far. I want you to think about how you're going to win for the rest of the month, those 13 days that are left. And I want you to create more than you consume and really go for it. Stop letting people and things hold you back and see what really is achievable this month for you. I'll leave that with you. If this episode gave you something to think about, helped you in any way, or just made you feel seen, do me a favour, hit subscribe, leave a quick review, and maybe share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to dive deeper or need help, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time.